Now in Good Morning Northwest, the Carolinas are burning. 175 wildfires are raging across North and South Carolina. What we know about them and the emergency declaration to help fight them.
And it's a foggy and misty start to the week. I'm tracking a chance for some showers, too, in your first alert forecast.
Identity theft, scams, fraud, how you can learn to protect yourself and your bank account from it all this week. That's coming up. You're watching Good Morning Northwest on 4 News Now. Glad you're with us. I'm Robin Nance.
And I'm Natalie Grant. Today is Monday, March 3rd. Welcome to the start of your week here. We're going to start things off with meteorologist Matt Gray and his first official show here as our new meteorologist here on Good Morning Northwest.
That's right. First day of school here, so hopefully I'll make the cut, make the grade, as it were. So temperatures right now in the 40s, actually, in a couple of areas, upper 30s elsewhere. It's because the clouds came in tonight, and so we have clouds, we have mist. We have a little bit of fog out there as well as we get our day started. Visibility is down to about a mile on the West Plains of Spokane. So one area to watch around the airport, around Fairchild, Cheney, Medical Lake. We also have some light fog as well as you move further north towards Deer Park. And it's pretty foggy on some of our passes as well. A lot of fog in the Cascades and around Lookout Pass and parts of the Silver Valley as well as we get our day started. So something to keep in mind on your commute. We'll be in the 40s later on today, upper 40s. So not quite as warm or beautiful as it was this past weekend. However, we will have a chance for a little bit of sun for the afternoon. We'll also have a chance for some showers. We'll show you how that's going to play out coming up in a few minutes.
All right, Matt, thanks. Well, this morning there is a wildfire emergency in the southeast.
Yeah, firefighters are battling wildfires across North and South Carolina, prompting evacuation orders in both states. Hannah Joy is at the Breaking Now desk. And Hannah, we know one of the biggest fires is threatening communities near Myrtle Beach, but how many fires are burning this morning?
Robin, nearly 200 wildfires are burning across South and North Carolina. Here you can actually see 2 military helicopters trying to help battle the fires. And Robin, you mentioned the fire near Myrtle Beach. When we last checked, the fire was 30% contained. In fact, some residents were even able to return home.
This whole area was on fire.
Whole area, yes.
Wow.
And then it came up to the row of trees here, and that's when I abandoned my hose.
What we know is that the dry and windy conditions are fueling the fires.
So that wind is what started it, and start one fire and just kept going and going and going, just catching everywhere, like all the woods behind us.
And how close did you see those flames? How
Right
close
here, right there, right there. See right there?
So far, no buildings have been destroyed and no injuries are reported. But officials say dry conditions will remain today. Reporting in studio, Hannah Joy, 4 News Now.
Hannah, thanks. A Washington State Patrol trooper has been taken into custody accused of causing a deadly car crash Saturday night in Richland. That trooper, 35-year-old Sarah Clayson, was off duty and driving her personal vehicle, which hit and killed a motorcycle rider. His name was Jose Sanchez. Clayson was booked into the Benton County Jail on suspicion of negligent vehicular homicide. The Richland Police Department is conducting an independent investigation. The WSP chief releasing a statement saying, in part, "We are reminded in times like these that law enforcement officers are not immune from tragedy, not from personal accountability, and we urge all motorists to always drive with focus, care, and caution."
A 64-year-old woman walking in the parking lot of the Coeur d'Alene Library was run over by a car while it was backing up. Happened on Sunday morning. According to Coeur d'Alene police, the driver did not see the woman behind them due to her short stature. One of the car's back wheels rolled over the woman. She was taken to a local hospital with a fractured pelvis. Police say the driver of the car knew the woman that they hit. Drugs and alcohol were not suspected as factors in this incident. Well, it is Consumer Protection Week, and the Washington Attorney General's office wants to help you protect against fraud.
Yeah, starting today, Attorney General Nick Brown's office is hosting a series of in-person and virtual events to teach you how to stay safe from fraud, identity theft, and scams. In a statement, the Attorney General said, there are sophisticated ways companies and individuals try to deceive and steal from Washingtonians. Our consumer protection events will give people the tools and knowledge to empower and protect themselves. Though the in-person events are on the west side, you can attend a virtual meeting with topics ranging from how to spot scams to shopping for a used car and keeping your family safe online. For a full list of events and a link to join virtual meetings, find this story on KXLY.com. Good morning. Northwest time is now 5 minutes after 6.
Checking back in with meteorologist Matt Gray this morning. Some of us waking up to that fog and mist.
Yeah, but we have a chance for some sun in some places later today. Also a chance for a couple of showers. And our temperatures still going to stay on the mild side. Not quite the 60s like this weekend, but still a little bit warmer than what we expect in March. Your forecast coming up.
Significant changes are coming to I-90 today, and these will have a major impact on drivers in Post Falls. A full breakdown coming up.
And it's proven deadly and growing. Just ahead, what we know about the measles outbreak and the reaction from the country's new Health and Human Services chief, who's been an outspoken critic of vaccines. That's coming up.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now weather is brought to you by Coeur d'Alene Casino Resort Hotel.
Rain or shine, day or night, good weather always reigns at the Coeur d'Alene Casino. No matter the weather, winning is better. Your 7-day forecast calls for fun at the Coeur d'Alene Casino.
Coeur d'Alene Casino, winning is just the beginning.
Fred's Appliance and 4 News Now are teaming up for the Great American Flag Swap. On March 28th, bring your old, tattered flag to any Fred's location, and in exchange, you'll receive a new flag with help from Uncle Sam's Flag and Gift. Let's thank veterans and military families who are serving.
Fred's Appliance is proud to partner with 4 News Now for the Great American Flag Swap. We honor the sacrifices of our military families and veterans. Visit Fred's Appliance today, trusted for over 60 years, where we sell appliances, only appliances.
Let's take a flight to Flight 509 Family Fun Center in the Spokane Valley. Get lost in 22,000 square feet of adventure for the whole family. Climbing, spinning, paddling, striking, leaping, launching, exploring, invading, celebrating, and so much more. No, doggy. At Flight 509, fun really does take flight.
Welcome to Parker Toyota, the Toyota Truck Center of the Northwest. Our inventory has never been better with a huge selection from stock to fully customized trucks.
And now you can choose between a gas or hybrid powertrain. So whether you're looking for great MPGs or a 12,000-pound towing capacity, we have the truck for you.
Check out the all-new Toyota Tacoma and Tundra at your locally owned Parker Toyota in beautiful Coeur d'Alene.
Lather, rinse, repeat. It never feels like enough. It's not your products, it's your water. Culligan water softeners prevent damaging hard water buildup, revitalizing your hair and skin. Upgrade your routine with Culligan.
Fairway Floor Abbey Carpet in Post Falls has been North Idaho's premier flooring shop for over 30 years. From remodels to new construction, they've got your home or business covered from wall to wall. Their expert design team will work with you to find the perfect floor for your lifestyle and budget. They've got the lowest prices. From carpet and area rugs to hardwood, LVP and laminate, if you can dream it, they can floor it. Dream it, design it, live it at Fairway Floor Abbey Carpet in Post Falls.
It is 8 minutes after 6. Here's a look at what's new on Good Morning Northwest. A senior U.S. official says the United States has suspended work for offensive cyber operations against Russia.
The official said the suspension is, quote, a major blow, especially since planning such operations takes time and research to carry out. The official went on to say pausing these operations against Russia will make the United States more vulnerable to cyber attacks from Moscow. Officials say the Kremlin sees cyberspace as a source of tactical advantage with the United States as it can burrow into U.S. critical infrastructure and try to influence U.S. elections.
The Vatican says the risk of crisis still remains as Pope Francis deals with the aftermath of a sudden respiratory episode. The pontiff required high-flow oxygen therapy using non-invasive mechanical ventilation to treat his double pneumonia. Healthcare workers from the hospital where the Pope's undergoing treatment made a pilgrimage to St. Peter's Basilica Saturday. In a new update this morning, the Vatican said the Pope rested well throughout the night. It was his 17th night in the hospital.
A measles outbreak in Texas has grown to nearly 150 cases. Texas state health officials announced the outbreak's first death last week, an unvaccinated school-aged child who had been hospitalized in Lubbock. It's the first measles death in the U.S. in a decade. Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr., who has a history of anti-vaccine comments, did not specifically recommend the vaccine. He did tell Fox News that the outbreak was a, quote, call to action for all of us to reaffirm our commitment to public health.
And with egg prices still on the rise, more Americans are trying their hand at raising chickens of their own. A new report says chicken coops have been among the most searched DIY projects. But experts say with startup costs in the thousands, you likely won't actually save much money.
Oh boy, don't count your chickens before they hatch. 10-second takeaway Monday morning. It's going to be misty for a couple more hours. Spotty rain later today. We'll have showers in the forecast through about the start of Wednesday. We'll have that for you and the details coming up.
Well, you'll have to wait until next winter to skate at the Numerica Ice Ribbon. With warmer temperatures impacting the ice, the decision was made to make yesterday the last day of the season. The city of Spokane wants you to make sure that you check back as they schedule activities for the warmer weather, like roller skating. We'll be sure to let you know when that opens up there. It's like a telltale sign of the season's changing there when the ribbon shuts down.
For sure.
Good morning, Northwest time right now is 6:10. I'm not mad at it, though.
No, me neither. I mean, we'll miss the skating.
Yeah.
But no. Heads up for Post Falls drivers. Your morning drive will look a little bit different starting today. What you need to know about it coming up.
First, we got a break and then a live look at your Monday morning. We are inching closer to sunrise. It's happening in about a little more than 10 minutes or so. 6:26. Thanks so much for starting your day with us here on Good Morning Northwest. We'll see you after this.
I just turned 37 and I found a lump. By the time that I had it checked out and was able to get in and see a doctor and all that, I was at stage 3. Part of the reason I think that I didn't go get it checked out right away is that I was really scared. When I got the call, it was gone. It was such a huge relief. Even if you don't feel that it's in you, that you have a lump or you have a reason to get checked, you are a woman, get checked.
Start with the most exciting game on hardwood. Add the best ballers in the country, a seasoned culminating tourney, the smell of popcorn in the air, and hundreds of your closest friends absolutely losing it along with you. That's Fandom U. It's all part of the curriculum. The NCAA Division I Women's Sweet 16 and Elite 8, March 28th through the 31st in Spokane, Washington. Buy your seats today at ncaa.com/WBB tickets. Class dismissed.
Hi, I'm Randy, owner of Rooter 911 Sewer and Drain.
Sewer and drain cleaning at half the price of the larger competitors.
24/7 service for all of your sewer and drain cleaning needs in Spokane, 535-3136.
We're on with what's new this morning.
What's happening now.
And what's next for you?
Get what's new now.
And next at 5 and 6 a.m.
Right here.
And right here at 7A.
Because we're on all morning long. Good Morning Northwest and GMA.
Oh, man.
Don't worry. I can take real good care of you. See? All taken care of. Works perfectly for you, right?
It's important that you're taken care of properly. At Craig Swap & Associates, we don't get paid until you win.
One call, that's all. 509-999-9999.
Life moves fast, and we get it. You're busy. Our digital banking can change how you manage your money. Whether you're chatting with a representative after hours, depositing a check from your phone, or meeting with us face-to-face. Wherever life takes you, we've got you covered. It's your money. Access it anytime, anywhere. Open your account at p1fcu.org. P1FCU, your community, your credit union.
Your home is more than a place, it's a feeling, a reflection of who you are. And at the Tin Roof, we believe furniture should do more than fill a room. It should inspire it. From timeless dining tables to sofas you can sink into and decor that tells your story, every piece is thoughtfully curated to make your space feel effortlessly you. Because it's not just furniture, it's where memories are made, where comfort lives, and where life happens. It's more than furniture, it's a feeling.
The 49th Annual Spokane Home and Garden Show, SpokaneHomeShows.com.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Welcome back. Time right now is 6:14. Major traffic changes are happening along I-90 in Post Falls starting this morning.
This is part of the State Highway 41 interchange project. Allison Martinez in studio with what you need to know for your morning commute, and gosh, for a long time.
Yeah, that's right. These changes will be in place for a while now, but it all starts today. And the Idaho Transportation Department is closing the westbound exit to Highway 41. This is the main route for access in Rathdrum. For the next few weeks, the Highway 41 eastbound on-ramp will also be closed overnight. The construction is the latest in a multi-year road project that has been ongoing since 2022. It's expected to be completed next year.
But definitely, as with everything, anytime there's a change, it's going to take a little time for people to adjust to those changes. So just using caution, slowing down, being patient with other drivers is really appreciated.
Coming up in 30 minutes, I'll break down how drivers are being rerouted. In studio, Allison Martinez, 4 News Now.
Allison, thanks so much. And a reminder, starting tomorrow in North Idaho, a new Idaho Transportation Department team will cruise I-90 to help stranded drivers. This new incident response vehicle will offer free roadside assistance on I-90 between State Line and Coeur d'Alene. The program will start with one vehicle, but there are plans for another one to hit the road within the next few months. The truck will patrol Tuesdays through Fridays from 6 a.m. to 4:30 p.m.
Such a great idea. Well, here is a live look at the start to our Monday morning. We're about 10 minutes away now from the sun being up after an absolutely gorgeous weekend.
Yeah, gorgeous weekend giving way to a Monday, you know.
Yeah, Monday. And certainly it was beautiful weather here. You know, at the top of the hour here, we talked about those wildfires down in the southeast. So I wanted to show you kind of what's going on here for a brief moment. There's that smoke coming off of those wildfires in Myrtle Beach, but lots of red dots here on the map. And this in the southeast, oftentimes, as we head into late winter, early spring, could be the driest time of the year. And look at this. Right along the coast, you're talking about maybe 30% of their average rainfall over the last 30 days or so. And they have a much wetter climate than we do here in the inland Northwest. So it gives you some context about what's going on in that part of the country. Meanwhile, we've had a wet last 30 days. A lot of that was snow, and then it all melted away, probably too fast for many people. Now we are waiting for another opportunity for some wet weather here in the month of March after a dry few days. We have a chance. It's just not a good chance, at least for today. We're in the influence of this broad storm system sitting over southern Idaho, Nevada, Utah, but that moisture tracks all the way up north into Canada, and so some of that is going to be tracking to the south and eventually will cross through the inland Northwest here as we head later on today. So let's show you that now with our simulated radar. We will see some sunshine begin to pop up across eastern Washington here as we head to 2, 3, 4 o'clock. Meanwhile, some spotty showers in North Idaho and around the Palouse region as well. Maybe even 1 or 2 showers right along I-90 around Moses Lake that'll track south towards the Tri-Cities region. Meanwhile, looks like a pretty wet day in western Montana. So we're right on the edge of some of that wetter weather. We'll see things shift to the south as the night goes on. By the evening, we're talking about areas south of I-90 around the Palouse and towards the LC Valley, where you'll have a slight chance of seeing a shower for a brief 5, 10, 15 minutes as we continue to see that moisture track through the inland Northwest very briefly. So for the most part, you're going to avoid the rain, the vast majority of you watching. So we'll have the mist this morning, the clouds for the first middle part of the day, some sunshine then for the afternoon. We have a better chance of rain coming in for Tuesday evening. We'll talk about that in the next half hour, and then some sunshine in 50s to wrap up the week. So looking pretty good for the back end.
Yeah, not complaining about that at all.
Yeah, good timing.
Well, the Gonzaga Bulldogs needed a win to avoid being on the wrong side of history.
They needed that win against San Francisco to secure a top 2 seed in the WCC tournament. Highlights of the game for you coming up after the break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. I want some tasty food? We got you. Heard you want to do some shopping? We got you. The live music is always popping at the Coeur d'Alene Casino. Coeur d'Alene Casino. Winning is just the beginning.
four Click It RV superstores have gone mad with huge discounts on a huge selection of top brand RVs, which means the lowest prices, factory incentives, and rebates.
You guys gotta beat the spring rush and get in here now.
Shop online and find the floor plan you like, then build it, price it, and click it. Or come to any of our neighborhood locations. From travel trailers to fifth wheels, toy haulers to motorhomes. Get a better RV and the lowest price guarantee. Only at your neighborhood Click It RV superstore and ClickItRV.com.
Be a winner like me and get to Click It RV.
Entertaining, innovating, fascinating, educating. A must attend. The 49th Annual Spokane Home and Garden Show is this weekend at the Downtown Spokane Convention Center. Hundreds of exhibits, quality products, expert services, creative ideas, designer vignettes, free seminars, and you could win a greenhouse. Play free mini golf for prizes. Barrels and Brews Friday, Mimosas Sunday, and so much more. Friday through Sunday at the Downtown Spokane Convention Center. The 49th Annual Spokane Home and Garden Show. SpokaneHomeShows.com.
I was fully stopped and I got rear-ended going full speed on the freeway by a truck. I was diagnosed with functional neurological disorder and had to relearn how to walk.
It's just a parent's worst nightmare to go through that. Russell and Hill, they were amazing. I didn't feel like I had to worry about anything when it came to the insurance company, which took a huge burden off of me. I wanted to focus on Haley getting better. I recommend Russell and Hill to everyone I know. I would never use anyone else.
Tee off in style at Circling Ravens' top-tier golf suites. Play more than 80 famous golf courses around the world. It's a hole-in-one for all skill levels. Visit cdacasino.com for details.
Winning is just the beginning.
Welcome back. It's now 6:21. The Zags have either been first or second in the WCC for 26 seasons under Mark Few.
A win against San Francisco would continue that streak. And on the line, the #2 seed in the West Coast Conference Tournament and a rare quadruple bye into the semifinal round. The Zags earned this one in convincing fashion, beating the San Francisco Dons 95-75. Gonzaga led for all but 3 minutes of the game, carried by Ben Gregg with 23 points and 8 rebounds. Ryan Nembhard, the nationwide leader in assists, finished with 15 against the Dons.
The Cougars were also on the right side of things Saturday, capping off the regular season with a win on the road against Pepperdine. Dane Erikstrup had a double-double with a career-high 12 rebounds to lead the team to a 90-83 victory. This game was the difference between a 6th seed and an 8th seed. So the Cougs fall in the middle of the pack for their first season in the WCC, which means it's also the first time the Cougs will join Gonzaga in the West Coast Conference Tournament. Now here's a look at where the men's teams fall for the tournament down in Las Vegas. Gonzaga has a bye to the semifinals on March 10th. Washington State has a bye to the 3rd round on March 8th. St. Mary's takes the #1 spot in the bracket after winning the regular season.
But on the other regular season winners is the Gonzaga women's team that earned that title after their win against Santa Clara yesterday afternoon. They've won 9 of the last 10 seasons, and that just shows how far this program has come under head coach Lisa Fortier. Freshman Allie Turner made some serious shots, including 5 of 6 3-pointers in her 23 points to help the Zags to victory. Now with this win, the Zags get the top spot in the conference tourney with the all-important bye to the semifinal round. The Washington State men's team didn't have a game this weekend, but earned the #3 spot for their first WCC tournament. And we'll see the Cougs on March 9th and the Zags on March 10th.
If our warmer weather has you looking for an outdoor adventure, you can find 2 geographical wonders just about 100 miles west of Spokane.
In this week's Air for Adventure, we're giving you a bird's eye view of what was once the world's largest waterfalls. Let's go for a ride on the Air 4 drone over Grand Coulee and Moses Coulee.
It is amazing. You're standing on the edge of what was once the world's largest waterfall. Dry Falls is an amazing geological wonder, and most folks come here accidentally and they don't realize that they're standing on the edge of an example of one of the greatest massive flows of water that happened literally in the world. And the Ice Age floods dramatically carved out the land you're looking at. So literally as you drive west of Spokane on Highway 2, you're going to see a land that was carved out down to bedrock from floodwaters, massive floodwaters that poured through here. The last one was about 15,000 years ago, which in terms of geology, that's just a drop in the bucket. As you drop down on Highway 2, it dramatically opens up and you see, you call Moses Coulee. And Moses Coulee was eroded away by a similar force of nature.
Moses Coulee is like 50 miles long. In fact, it's as long as Grand Coulee. And it's almost as spectacular, but it's just harder to get to, and not as many people know about it. That's a spectacular place. I've written 2 guidebooks, self-guiding books for people to drive and hike and to discover the Ice Age floods. It's called On the Trail of the Ice Age Floods.
You're usually driving 65 and you miss the landscape here. And you have to get off Highway 2. You are in the heart of the Grand Coulee. The Grand Coulee is an amazing geological feature that we talk about all the time. And the dividing line between the upper Grand Coulee and the lower Grand Coulee is right here. It is amazing. Beautifully, it is a gem in Washington State Parks for sure.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Spectacular. It is now just about 6:26.
Well, today follow continues over President Zelensky's meeting last week with President Trump, how other world leaders are responding and rallying around Ukraine. That's next.
Plus, our local restaurants are struggling to make ends meet, the main challenge they're up against, and how you can help. That's next. And as we send you off to a commercial break, here's your first look at what's coming up on Good Morning America starting at 7 this morning.
Hey everybody, I'm Lara Spencer, and in this morning's GMA First Look, we are backstage at the Oscars, and we've got a sneak peek of all the action. Zoe, you got up on the stage and you called out for your mom.
Yeah.
Did you lock eyes?
I did, I saw her.
We all welled up. What a beautiful mother-daughter moment.
Yes, it was really beautiful, and everything just flashes before your eyes, like all the years, all the auditions, all the parts I didn't get, and my mom just picking me up, you know,
right.
but also reminding me to be happy for the woman that got the part. Never, oh, you didn't get it because of this or because of that. No, don't worry, there'll be the next time. There'll be a next time. But be happy for whoever booked it. It is her time.
That is so elegant. And we have so much more coming up from our GMA after party at the Oscars coming up. Stay with us.
For people who feel limited by the unpredictability of generalized myasthenia gravis, season to season, Ultomiris is continuous symptom control with improvement in activities of daily living and reduced muscle weakness. And Ultomiris is the only long-acting GMG treatment with the freedom of just 6 to 7 infusions per year for a predictable routine I can count on.
Ultomiris may lower your immune system's ability to fight infections, increasing your chance of serious meningococcal and other infections, which may become life-threatening or fatal. Complete or update meningococcal vaccines at least 2 weeks before you start. If treatment is urgent and you're not vaccinated, you should receive antibiotics with your vaccines. Don't start if you have a meningococcal infection. Infusion reactions may include back, belly, limb, or chest pain, muscle spasms, blood pressure changes, tiredness, shaking chills, bad taste, breathing problems, or face, tongue, or throat swelling. Ultomiris is continuous symptom control. Ask your neurologist about starting Ultomiris.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
The 49th Annual Spokane Home and Garden Show, SpokaneHomeShows.com.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. I want some tasty food? We got you. Heard you want to do some shopping? We got you. The live music is always popping at the Coeur d'Alene Casino. Coeur d'Alene Casino. Where winning is just the beginning.
All aboard for Model Train Magic. Join us Sunday, March 9th at the Spokane County Fair and Expo Center. Experience amazing operating layouts in every scale, from tiny Z to giant G. Browse railroad art, memorabilia, and an incredible selection of trains and supplies. Plus, enjoy free parking and delicious food while your visit helps local children's charities. Get all the details at rivercitymodelers.org.
BECU was happy to award the People Helping People Award to Feast World Kitchen.
The mission of Feast World Kitchen is to elevate and empower former refugees and immigrants. We use international food as the platform for people to build skills and share their culture with Spokane.
You don't even have to travel to a different country. You just come here, experience the food.
BECU is just really proud to partner with Feast World Kitchen as they further the mission in Spokane.
Don Felder, formerly of the Eagles, one of the most innovative riff-generating songwriters of the modern rock era, will be live Thursday, March 6th. Visit the Coeur d'Alene Casino box office or cdacasino.com for tickets.
Winning is just the beginning.
From 4 News Now, this is Good Morning Northwest.
We start this half hour with 4 News Now story tracker and some breaking news.
Breaking news out of Western Washington. A 4.5 magnitude earthquake struck near Harbor, Washington just after 5 o'clock this morning. The National Weather Service says there is no tsunami risk. Today's quake comes after a variety of seismic events around the region last month, including a pair of quakes above 2.5 last Thursday.
Hollywood's glitz and glamour on full display at the 97th Academy Awards last night. Sean Baker's film Nora won 5 Oscars, including Best Picture and Best Actress for star Mikey Madison. Other major winners were Adrian Brody, who won his 2nd Best Actor Oscar for his role in The Brutalist, Zoe Saldana, who won Best Supporting Actress for Emilia Perez, and Kieran Culkin, who won Best Supporting Actor for A Real Pain.
An uncrewed spacecraft called Blue Ghost successfully landed on the moon Sunday. It makes Texas-based Firefly Aerospace only the 2nd private sector company ever to complete such a feat. Now, Intuitive Machines became the first private sector company to soft land a vehicle on the moon 2 years ago. Blue Ghost is part of a privately owned fleet, helping NASA in its aim to return astronauts to the moon later this decade. Good morning, Northwest. Thanks for starting your day with us. I'm Natalie Grant.
And I'm Robin Nance. It is Monday, March 3rd. Glad you're with us. Let's check out our first alert weather forecast with meteorologist Matt Gray.
All right, and we're starting off a little cloudy. It's kind of a bummer of a start to the day after how beautiful the weather this weekend was. But we will have a chance for a little bit of sunshine later this afternoon. 38 degrees right now in the Spokane area. Will be jump up about 10, 12 degrees. Will be in the upper 40s. Some spots will be close to 50 degrees in the afternoon. And we'll see the sun pop out at least briefly during those afternoon hours. However, that is not all that we're going to be watching for during the afternoon. As for this morning, temperatures right now in the 40s for the most part, some upper 30s and some of the higher benches around town. We've been watching for some fog on the West Plains and in the Deer Park area. It does look like that fog is lifting a little bit, at least around Spokane International and Fairchild. Still some limited visibility in some spots there, but it looks a lot patchier than it was this morning. Deer Park still with some limited visibility as you head north as well towards Loon Lake and towards the Diamond Lake area as well. Be on the lookout for fog in those areas. We are keeping an eye on the possibility for a couple of rain showers this afternoon. We'll show you where that's going to go down coming up.
This morning, world leaders are standing behind Ukraine and promising to do more to help the nation.
This comes after the fallout during President Zelensky's meeting with President Trump in the Oval Office Friday. Hannah Joyce at the Breaking Now desk this morning. And Hannah, how is the British Prime Minister responding to all this conflict?
Natalie, Prime Minister Keir Starmer says Europe must do the heavy lifting when it comes to securing peace in Ukraine. He also added that Europe needs U.S. support to prevent Russia from attacking Ukraine again.
UK is prepared to back this with boots on the ground and planes in the air. Together with others, Europe must do the heavy lifting. But to support peace in our continent and to succeed, this effort must have strong U.S. backing.
Over the weekend, the president of Ukraine met with King Charles. Meanwhile, many people are weighing in on what Ukraine should do.
Well, something has to change. Either he needs to come to his senses and come back to the table in gratitude, or someone else needs to lead the country to do that.
Well, countries like France and England say Ukraine should accept a 1-month agreement with Russia, but Ukraine's president has not agreed. However, he did say he would be willing to step down as president if Ukraine gained membership in NATO. Reporting in studio, Hannah Joy, 4 News Now.
In news around the Northwest this morning, hundreds rallied in Seattle Saturday in support of Ukraine. These emergency rallies are popping up around the country since that tense Oval Office meeting between Presidents Trump and Zelensky. In addition to Seattle, protesters gathered in Boston and southern Florida.
Local businesses came together to encourage customers to send a message with their money and shop local. Friday's economic blackout was a protest against large corporations, billionaires, and politicians. Now, the goal was to prove that people are the economy and to encourage people to not spend money for 24 hours unless it was at a small local business or for essential needs.
We vote every day with our dollar and our attention and our time, and this is an opportunity to remind ourselves and those in power that we do have that control and that we do have the opportunity to really shift the tide towards the future that we want.
The group behind Friday's boycott nationwide has plans of initiating others throughout the month of March. The restaurants in Washington are struggling, facing considerably more adversity than others throughout the country.
Yeah, in Washington, the average restaurant owner takes home just 1.5% of their business's revenue. Why is that happening? Our Alexandra Konyarts has the story.
You're listening to the sound of someone's dream. The staff at Benny's, a breakfast spot in Cheney, working in sync to whip up meals like this one. But this is a dream that comes at a cost.
Our local business owners are feeling the heat and the struggle right now.
For the first time since the pandemic, the restaurant industry received a breakdown of how it spends every dollar. The results were heartbreaking. Restaurants in Washington are 60% less profitable than the national average. Your typical restaurant owner takes home a profit of 1.5%, which totals to around $16,000 a year.
This is the first time in history we've been under 3%. And so that is very telling.
Derek Baziotis, owner of Benny's and member of the Washington Restaurant Association, has seen firsthand the daily struggles of operating a hospitality business in today's day and age. The top expenditure is employees' wages and benefits, but cutting back on that is out of the question for Baziotis.
Our main focus is hospitality. That's what we want. We want our guests to feel comfortable.
So you might ask yourself, why not just raise those menu prices? The truth is, restaurants have already tried that. In fact, prices in Washington are already 12% higher than the national average, which is why owners say this might not be the solution. So what can be done? Right now, it's a game of trial and error.
But they're trying things to reinvent the model so they can stay afloat.
Anthony Antone is the president of the Washington Restaurant Association, a group representing the industry. His request for you?
Please show us grace and understanding right now. We're trying ideas. We recognize they're not proven ideas. We recognize we don't have it all figured out. But we need to try something different to make this work.
Despite these adversities, both Baziotis and Antone have hope that the industry will stay resilient.
I know we'll get through it. I have no doubt in that.
Reporting from Cheney, Alexandra Konyarts, 4 News Now.
More than 100 local restaurants have special menus for Inlander Restaurant Week, which runs through this Saturday, March 8th. Restaurants throughout the Spokane, Coeur d'Alene area are offering special 3-course meals priced between $25 and $45. It's the perfect time to try new restaurants or to visit an old favorite. So many choices.
Oh my gosh.
It's incredible. It's now 6:37.
Checking back in with Matt Gray this morning as we kick off our Monday after, we were talking about this beautiful weekend.
Big restaurant week guy.
Yeah.
Big restaurant week guy over here. Yeah, had some stuff go on over the weekend. Great patio weather, right? Well, there is some patio weather coming up in the forecast. Next couple days, though, well, it's going to be a little bit more up and down. We'll take you through it coming up.
Well, the Special Olympics World Games kick off in just a few days. And after the break, we're introducing you to the Soul Man representing the Gem State on the world stage. That's next.
Connect with 4 News Now on KXLY+.
The heart work of Joya is that they come in and they don't just see a diagnosis. They don't see a child with Down syndrome. They see a child who is worth investing in because it's not just about what that child's going to do today or tomorrow. It's about where their life is going to go. Being connected to Joya just gives you a sense that you're not alone. Joya is not just there for Elliot. Joya is there for the whole family.
Spike, I brought you here today because I've always admired your high energy and your positive attitude. So I want to hire you at Cal Cars.
He's a super dog on the floor. And he's selling like
the best sound to start your day with, is it? Your next decision should be to call Precision. Our professionally trained technicians are here to provide you with award-winning service every time, so we can get you back up and running fast. Call or book online today.
Moving day never goes smoothly, does it? Let's just settle this little mishap.
Who do we always see on the billboards again?
It's the one call that's all, guys.
You deserve to be compensated fairly for everything you've had to go through.
One call, that's all.
509-999-9999.
All right, he's fixed. Place should be ready by game time.
Ah, sweet, man. But hey, since you're here, you want to play a quick game of horse?
I've never played before, but, well, I just get into the hoop?
Yeah, something like that.
All right. Like that?
You know what? Forget the game. Show me that work you did on the furnace earlier.
Okay, yeah. That was pretty good, though, right?
Let's just worry about the furnace for now.
You think I could dunk?
Experience winter fun at Silver Mountain Resort. Discover some of the best terrain in the region, just 30 minutes east of Coeur d'Alene, right off I-90. Relax in a beautiful condo, just a short stroll from the gondola, dining, exciting water slides, and indoor surfing at the water park. Enjoy a gondola ride to our exhilarating snow tubing and your gateway to snow rider heaven. Create unforgettable family memories at Silver Mountain. Book today at silvermt.com.
Welcome back. The time right now is 6:40. Did you know we're just a couple days away from one of the biggest athletic events in the world, the Special Olympics World Games?
And just 40 minutes east of Lewiston, we met the sole man representing Idaho on the big stage, who is ready to bring home the gold. 4 News Now's Jordan Smith has our story.
Jeff Green is a Peck, Idaho native with an Olympic-sized dream to bring home the gold in what's become his favorite event. Jeff will showcase his skills in the World Snowshoe Championships at the World Games in Turin, Italy, competing in the 25 and 50-meter race, a moment years in the making.
He was told on a Zoom call with the Special Olympics Idaho, they told him, "You're going to Italy." I'm like, oh my God. And he had some happy tears.
And then this moment. Nez Perce County Sheriff's Office and Idaho State Police personally delivering Jeff his invitation to the games.
Glad to see you. You know what? I got something to show you.
We were the talk of Peck when here rolls in many, many officers. And they're like, what's happening at the Greens? And I'm like, oh my God, it's amazing.
North Central Idaho isn't home to year-round snow. But like any dedicated athlete, Jeff didn't make excuses.
Go!
Training in the backyard on a homemade course. Thousands will be in attendance to watch him in action, but none more important to Jeff than his #1 fan.
Jeff keeps saying that, oh, I'll hear my mom. No matter where I'm at, I'll hear my mom cheering.
Jeff has been involved with the Special Olympics for 30 years, and now the stage is set, and this Olympian has his eyes on the prize.
I'm trying to beat home the gold.
Oh, congrats to Jeff. That's so awesome.
Jeff has inspired just about everyone who has heard his story. One company in Oregon donated 200 T-shirts for the family to sell to support him.
And his family plans to sell those shirts and donate the proceeds back to Special Olympics Idaho to give more athletes an experience like Jeff's. And you can look for the opening ceremonies this Saturday, March 8th. It's on ESPN. Jeff's race will be on Wednesday, March 12th, and then Friday, March 14th. And of course, we're all cheering him on and wishing him some good luck.
Boy, Jeff is awesome. That's going to be fun next week. 10-second takeaway here. Misty Monday morning, a chance for a little bit of rain later today, and the weather stays unsettled into Tuesday as well. We'll show you your forecast radar coming up.
Basketball legend Shaquille O'Neal is celebrating his New Orleans roots as the king of Bacchus. Shaq and the crew tossed 250 different kinds of throws worth more than $3 million. O'Neal himself threw Shaq basketballs from a new throne that had to be specially built to support his 7'1", 325-pound frame. Mardi Gras officially begins tomorrow.
I think there was a giant figure of Shaq too behind the throne. I think I saw on that float. That's a lot. But hey, he looks really comfortable up there.
He does. He looks pretty great with the crown.
I know.
It is now 6:44.
Well, if your morning commute takes you through Post Falls, things are going to look pretty different starting today. Allison Martinez is live in studio.
Heads up, drivers in North Idaho, your commute is about to become a bit longer, and this will be for the next several months. I have what you can expect for your morning commute coming up.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Do you really think you can fix this? You should have just called Andy's.
I can fix it. It's just a little...
We're freezing. You should have called Andy's.
Yeah, they have a 100% satisfaction guarantee.
Should have called Andy's.
Don't be like this guy. Call Andy's Heating and Cooling. So when the weather does this, your family does this. Go to andysheating.com for details on the 100% satisfaction guarantee. Carrier, turn to the experts.
Dad, is it true that we have a new car that's under $20,000?
It's true, Tay. The Mitsubishi Mirage is only $17,740.
Wow, that's amazing. And we're discounting the award-winning Outlander for over $10,000?
Right again, Tay. Right now, over $10,000 below MSRP or $4,000 and 0% interest.
Hurry in, everyone. A lot of great deals. And remember, we're a lot of fun, too.
Lions Division across from Lowe's.
Let's get the blow.
Hi, Alton Brown here at the top secret facility where we're building my farewell tour, Alton Brown Live Last Bite. Now, like all of our culinary variety shows, there will be comedy, music, science, and an epic yet potentially dangerous culinary demonstration. Hi, 911. It's me again.
March 26th at First Interstate Center for the Arts. Tickets on sale now at BroadwaySpokane.com.
Entertaining, innovating, fascinating, educating. A must attend. The 49th Annual Spokane Home and Garden Show is this weekend at the Downtown Spokane Convention Center. Hundreds of exhibits, quality products, expert services, creative ideas, designer vignettes, free seminars, and you could win a greenhouse. Play free mini golf for prizes. Barrels and Brews Friday, Mimosas Sunday, and so much more. Friday through Sunday at the Downtown Spokane Convention Center. The 49th Annual Spokane Home and Garden Show. SpokaneHomeshows.com. Happy anniversary! It's been 1 year since Mistaqua Casino Hotel opened its hotel, restaurant, and event center doors. And we thank you for staying and playing at Mistaqua Casino Hotel, located north of Spokane on Highway 395 near Chewelah, Washington. Relax in our comfortable hotel and indulge in wonderful dining at our hotel, restaurant, and casino cafe. Book your stay and play getaway today at Mistaqua.com. Mistaqua Casino Hotel, home of jackpots, food, and fun.
Your time is 6:47. Starting today, your drive along Interstate 90 near Post Falls will be significantly different.
That's right. Big changes are in store as part of the State Highway 41 interchange project. And we have Allison Martinez live in studio this morning with what you need to know for your commute. Good morning, Allison.
Good morning. Starting today, Idaho Transportation Department is closing the westbound exit to Highway 41. This is the main route for access in Rathdrum. Traffic will be detoured to the Celtice Way interchange instead, just past the car dealership. The Highway 41 eastbound on-ramp will also be closed overnight until mid-March. The part of Highway 41 under I-90 will also be closed from March through mid-April. Traffic will be detoured to Greens Ferry Road. The I-90 construction is set to last through the fall, and ITD is asking drivers to drive slow and allow extra time for your commutes, especially this week. Reporting live in studio, Allison Martinez, 4 News Now.
Allison, thanks so much.
Here is a live look this morning. The sun is up. A little gloomy out there, though, to start. Not nearly as great as over the weekend where we saw some sunshine.
I know. The weekend was so beautiful. 60s for the first time since October on Saturday.
It felt good.
No 60s today. No, especially with some fog that we're dealing with. This is Highway 41 in the Old Town area before you get and cross the state line to Newport. And then here is the I-90 interchange at Ritzville. And yeah, a little bit of pea soup fog out there still in some places this morning. So make sure you slow down if you get into one of these fog banks. They'll be hanging out for a few more hours. 38 degrees right now in Spokane underneath the gloomy skies. West Plains, the fog has lifted a little bit, but we'll keep a chance for some fog and mist through 9 a.m. and then mostly cloudy skies for your morning hours. As we get into the afternoon, we will start to see the sun begin to pop out. Partly cloudy skies for the second half of the day, but also a slight chance of a shower. It's not a lot, only about 20%, but in parts of North Idaho, that jumps up to more like 30–40%. So that's because, well, we got a storm system across the west. It's not directly impacting us, but there's just enough moisture that we're going to have a chance for a few showers to develop later today. So as we get into the afternoon, especially in the Panhandle and then on the Idaho side of the Palouse, through this evening, starting about midday, we'll have a chance for a few spotty showers, but the better chance of wet weather is going to be on Tuesday. We'll see scattered showers develop here for Tuesday afternoon. That's out ahead of this broader area of rain that's going to be rolling in for the evening. So for your evening commute on Tuesday or any plans for your evening, maybe headed out for some restaurant week activities. Make sure you have the umbrella or the rain gear handy for that one. Here is your highs for today, and then let's very quickly take a look at your 7-day forecast. So the rain for Tuesday, things taper off Wednesday. Nice end to the week here with 50s and sunshine springing forward this weekend. For News Now, we'll be right back with your morning sprint.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Craig Swap and Associates.
4 News Now anchors, not just in the newsroom, but in the community, doing the work, listening to you, asking questions to help keep your family safe. We're the people you trust on your screens and in your neighborhood. We'll always be there on 4 News Now.
Join us in celebrating Women in Construction Week, March 2nd through the 8th. WIC Week celebrates and honors the women who have made significant contributions to the construction industry while inspiring others to join this fulfilling journey, like these remarkable ladies.
We rise together, breaking through limits and building futures.
United, we forge a path for tomorrow's construction.
Our dedication shapes structures that stand the test of time.
WIC Week is sponsored locally by these fine companies.
We know your time is valuable, and that is why at Colville Toyota, our goal is to get you in and out in an hour or less using our Express Maintenance Center.
With our pit crew approach and Toyota trained techs, your routine service happens fast.
Toyota Express Maintenance includes a safety inspection, oil changes, brake inspection, tire rotation, and much more.
Quality, speed, and confidence is what you can expect from Colville Toyota's Express Maintenance Center. We're your small town dealership with a big heart.
Spring is in the air and creativity is blooming everywhere at Custer's 48th Annual Spring Arts and Crafts Show this weekend at the Spokane Fair and Expo Center. Join us as over 250 artisans from across the Northwest display and sell their fine art, handcraft, and specialty foods. The variety and quality of work make this a must-see event. Single-day admission, only $8. Tickets on sale now at CusterShows.com. Custer's Spring Arts and Crafts Show this weekend at the Spokane Fair and Expo Center.
Individuals, couples, and families, you could get a refund of up to $1,290 back on taxes paid last year, as well as refunds for 2023 and 2022. Learn more at workingfamiliescredit.wa.gov.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.
Welcome back. Time right now is 6:53, and it's time to get you ready to take on your Monday in the morning sprint.
Matt Gray is tracking a foggy and cloudy start to our day.
Hannah Joy is live in studio with the latest on nearly 200 wildfires burning in the Carolinas.
But first, Allison Martinez in studio with details on a big road construction project that could affect drivers in North Idaho.
Starting today, your drive along I-90 near Post Falls will be significantly different. This is all today starting, and the Idaho Transportation Department is closing the westbound exit to Highway 41. This is the main route for access in Rathdrum. Traffic will be detoured to the Celtice Way interchange instead, just past the car dealership. This is all part of the State Highway 41 interchange project. The Highway 41 eastbound on-ramp will also be closed overnight until mid-March.
We are tracking some breaking news out of western Washington this morning. A 4.5 magnitude earthquake struck near Friday Harbor just after 5 o'clock this morning near the San Juan Islands. Now, the National Weather Service says there is no tsunami risk. Today's quake comes after a variety of seismic events around the region last month, including a pair of quakes above 2.5 last Thursday.
Well, definitely not like this weekend, how we're starting off the day. Cloudy with a little bit of fog out there this morning. We will see the sun pop out, though, briefly for this afternoon with highs in the upper 40s and low 50s for today. Could be even close to 60 in some parts of the Columbia Basin, but then a chance for a few showers this afternoon, followed by a better chance of rain coming up on Tuesday.
Nearly 200 wildfires are burning across South and North Carolina. Here you can actually see 2 military helicopters trying to help battle the fires. What we know is that one of the biggest fires is threatening communities near Myrtle Beach. When we last checked, the fire was 30% contained. So far, no buildings have been destroyed and no injuries are reported. But officials say dry conditions will remain today. For updates on wildfires in North and South Carolina, tune in to Good Morning America.
A Washington State Patrol trooper has been taken into custody accused of causing a deadly car crash Saturday night in Richland. The trooper, 35-year-old Sarah Clayson, was off duty and driving her own personal vehicle, which hit and killed a motorcycle rider, Joser Sanchez. Clayson was booked into the Benton County Jail on suspicion of negligent vehicular homicide. The Richland Police Department is conducting an independent investigation.
A 64-year-old woman walking in the parking lot of the Coeur d'Alene Library was run over by a car while it was backing up. This happened yesterday morning. According to the Coeur d'Alene police, the driver did not see the woman behind them due to her short stature. One of the car's back wheels rolled over the woman, and she was taken to a local hospital with a fractured pelvis. Police say the driver of the car knew the woman that they hit.
Local businesses came together to encourage customers to send a message with their money and shop local. Friday's economic blackout was a protest against large corporations, billionaires, and politicians. The goal was to prove that people are the economy and to encourage people not to spend money for 24 hours unless it was at a small business or for essential needs.
We vote every day with our dollar and our attention and our time, and this is an opportunity to remind ourselves and those in power that we do have that control and that we do have the opportunity to really shift the tide towards the future that we want.
The group behind Friday's boycott nationwide has plans of initiating others throughout March.
China is reportedly ready to hit American goods with new tariffs, with President Trump's tariffs on Chinese imports set to take effect tomorrow. State's China-backed Global Times says officials there are likely to target American agricultural products like soybeans, meat, and grains.
And with egg prices still on the rise, more Americans are trying their hand at raising chickens of their own. A new report says chicken coops have been among the most searched DIY projects. But experts say with startup costs in the thousands, you likely won't actually save much money.
Well, it is Consumer Protection Week, and the Washington Attorney General's office wants to help you protect against fraud. Starting today, Attorney General Nick Brown's office is hosting a series of in-person and virtual events to teach you how to stay safe from fraud, identity theft, and scams. You can attend a virtual event with topics ranging from how to spot scams to shopping for a used car and keeping your family safe online. For a full list of events and a link to join virtual meetings, you can find the story on KXLY.com.
You will have to wait until next winter to skate at the New Americus Ice Ribbon. With warmer temperatures impacting the ice, the decision was made to make yesterday the last day of the season. The city of Spokane wants to make sure you check back as they schedule activities for warmer weather, like roller skating.
Well, we'll be back with a final check of our forecast with Matt Gray. That's coming up right after this commercial break. Here's a live look outside. We'll see you after this.
For March only, buy one window or door and get the second 40% off. Plus, get an additional $750 off your entire project. Schedule your complimentary consultation. Call Renewal by Anderson today.
Gold Seal Plumbing is the only local company to offer the Light Ray pipelining system, which allows us to repair your pipes without digging any holes and can be done in less than a day. Our factory certified technicians use a high-speed chain cleaner that grinds away obstruction. Then our no-dig system pushes the liner down the pipe, and within minutes, the liner is hardened, making a seamless and durable pipe that will last decades. To see the full video, go to goldsealplumbing.com/trenchless and call Gold Seal Plumbing today. We're on our way.
You expect more from local news. Kirsten O'Connor delivers.
We got some answers about the time it takes to get you help when you call 911.
In the newsroom and in the field.
How are people supposed to protect their money?
Finding information to help others where and when it matters most.
I set out to find ways to make quality child care more affordable.
For Kirsten, it's not just about delivering the news. It's about earning your trust and making your life better. Only on 4 News Now.
All right, a little bit dreary to start off our day. A little bit of mist in the air, some fog in some of the higher benches around town, but we'll have a chance for some sunshine to pop out at least a little bit later today. Also some isolated showers, especially in North Idaho this afternoon. That's kind of a preview of what we can expect tomorrow afternoon as we'll see some evening rain roll through. After that, though, starting to see more sunshine in the forecast, getting back to not quite as warm as we were this weekend, but certainly, especially as we head to Thursday, looking like weather could be almost as beautiful.
Ooh, that's the good news.
That sounds nice. Thanks, Matt. Well, thanks so much for waking up with us here on Good Morning Northwest.
Yeah, we will see you throughout the morning on Good Morning America. It starts right now.